Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of Jade. So, the new build is out. It came out on the 9th and today is the 9th. It's 11 p.m. This episode will go up on noon on the 10th, I do believe. Let's talk about a couple things. The first and most important thing to talk about is what's new, what's happening in Jade. I do believe there's a new week with 2 new events. 2 TWO. If I click on the top right, they added a new thing and I go to relationships. Oh. Are you kidding me? I thought I had 4 with Neo on this save file. Oh, well, one of them is a Neo event and one of them is a Pyrrha event. And I might be doing neither of them in this episode, apparently. This is your warning that the Neo event is supposed to be a little NSFW. You shouldn't see anything, but it should absolutely make reference to things. I don't believe the Pyrrha event is. Pyrrha event 3 is coming out, which means I don't know if it'll be romantic or not. I assume it'll be romantic, but she'll be like, but I'm still gonna go after John, because we're poly. And everyone will be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's what I hope happens. If she's just like, no, I'm just gonna leave Jean and go leaping into your arms, they're gonna be like, this doesn't seem like Pyrrha at all. But whatever. We're gonna jump right into it. Oh, another thing I need to talk about. I clicked on the other 2 options for the flame, which are why are they after you and how can I help you? If you click on why are they after you, he'll say the same reason that the boss needs Wesser and Bella and Thilla and all them, because he's incomplete. And if you click on how do I help you, he'll say sorry, but as you are, you can't. And so those are interesting. Any predictions? Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Nope. I ripped the heart out of my readers for my fic, but that doesn't have anything to do with this. So let's get right on into it. This is about where we left off. What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen. Penny? Or, well, metal ladies and rock gentlemen, I guess. Anyway, people who just came through the door. Okay. Introducing, once again, with a bust size of... Penny, will you get to the point already? That voice. Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, reintroducing, actually, the recovered and healthy... Evelyn Damerot. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I swear on my life, this was her idea. Evelyn? You look... Tackle hug her. Look at her. She's so cute. Better, yeah? That's what happens after a healthy dose of vitamin Wilson. Are you gonna start crying every time you see me? Evelyn! What? Yes! Tackle hugger. Oh gods, never ever do that again. Wilson, I'm fine. Calm down. I'm even better than before. But still, I can't forget the way you looked, how you acted, how don't you ever dare ignore your problems again. And I want you to tell me everything bad that happens to you. I don't want you to shoulder your stuff alone ever again. I won't, and I will. I'm sorry, Wilson, everyone. I'm so glad you're okay. I swear, I'll never create trouble like this for you ever again. And hey, look at the bright side. My eyes are fixed now, and so is my hair. You mean that's your original hair color? White? Matches the ears. See? I told you all so. And speaking of matching, nice outfit you got there. I know, right? Oh my god, I can finally make clothes properly now. You went all out, It looks good on you. It does, which is why I insisted on a special presentation. And speaking of special things, how's your semblance? I don't know. I haven't had time to test it. Professor Peach told me I should rest for a few days longer. And I intend to follow Doctor's orders to the letter. Glad to hear it. We will think about everything else starting Monday. This weekend is just for resting and recuperating. Oh, and another new thing. Ozpin's office has a new background art. Glad to hear it, leader. So, who wants to talk dinner? I do. Yes, let me just enjoy these moments. Let me just enjoy these feelings of relief for at least a little while. This game's gonna end with him dying, isn't it? I can start thinking about everything else tomorrow. Ba-dum. Monday, Saturday. Day 125. Oh, look at all this. Actually, let's click on the Pura event and just hit skip. No! This is not the most dumb thing I've ever done, but it's definitely up there. I thought it would end once the Pura event was over. But it didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. We're gonna have to backtrack a little. Sunday, day 126. Hopefully, this coming Saturday we'll be able to do the next Pura event. A little warning would have been appreciated. Are they both sitting on him? Nope. You three sure have a lot of energy despite... Sorry, we just got so used to Jackie's and earplugs that... I bet she's enjoying her convalescence somewhat, being able to sleep without worrying about frisky roommates. I guess the desire for closeness made us reduce awareness of our surroundings. Sorry, Titania. It's fine. I just didn't think you were already at the point where, it's a recent development. What is happening? Anyway, moving on. Plans for the day, team? What's wrong? I'm part of the team now? Of course you are, after what we went through. Cool. Anyway, I think I'll track down the magical duo and spend some time with them. In that case, I think I'll join you. Wanna give a round of thanks? There's that, yes. But there's also something I need to talk with Janara about. Something I've seen while using my old semblance on her. Sounds important. What exactly did you see, Evelyn? It could be really personal, so I prefer not to talk about it with anyone else but her for now. Your ice cream's melting. I can fix it later. That's a waste of aura. Better than using it on that smartass's orders. Is that a fusion of smarm and smartass? Yeah. Quite fitting. I like it. Oh, then I shall continue using it. Too bad I couldn't find a way to include Monster in it, too, after what he did to smarmasses. Okay. Janara? That was her name, yes? Poor girl, she's even younger than you, and yet... Not what I... Come here. Huh? Hey! Thanks, mister. You're welcome, sweetheart. Now have a nice day. Interacting with people is easier than I thought it'd be. People in this world are used to people looking a bit queer because of faunus. By comparison to some of them, you're not that alien-looking, as long as you avoid floating. And what about the fact that I'm talking to myself? I'm sure at least someone must have noticed. You're a young girl. Kids are expected to do silly stuff like that. Have an imaginary friend or two. Act like an adult when not interacting with others. Also, you're adorable. That's a big weapon. Oh, I guess it is. Not that I'm complaining too much. Humans have a lot of cool stuff, especially sweets. Makes you wish you had some around in Peak. Let's not get crazy now. She's talking to herself? No, she's talking to that ghost girl that's been hanging around them. How do you know about that? I thought she had to make herself visible to have herself be heard by others. If I had to take a guess, Janara can talk and see her whenever she wants, because she's a magic user. How do you know that? You people know more than you should. Villa, can you let me go already? No. I swear I'm over the head path thing. It didn't really happen anyway. There you are! Hi, Janara! Hold on, I gotta brush my hair out of my eyes. Oh. Evelyn, you're different. Well, hair and eyes changed on their own, so I decided, what the hell? It looks good on you, and I'm happy to see you again. So, what are the two of you been up to? Oh, right, she can't without appearing. Silly me. Well, we should move this somewhere more private anyway, considering... Considering what? Yeah, considering what? I was trying to tell you something before I left Peak, remember? And now that I think about it, this may actually involve you as well, Titania. Sounds very private. Yes, we should eavesdrop. I agree. Either it's something Wesser already knows, or it's something that he may potentially use against them. Either way, I'm tired of him getting his way. Doesn't seem like there's going to be any long-term negative effects, Miss Ivory. We managed to set your bones properly before Ara started healing the injuries. There's going to be no need for further surgery. At least that, so all I need is rest, I guess? Think you can manage that in the infirmary bed? You're well enough to move to your dormitory now. Considering how over each other those three should be, at the moment, going to my apartment would be completely counterproductive to my healing. And look at Enrico's face. I actually had to re-record a small amount of this episode, so you don't get to hear me completely snickering once I notice that. I'll stay right here, thank you very much. Aha, I agree with your reasoning. All over each other? We will leave you to your rest then. Come on, Professor. That means Penny and Miss Damerot? Oh, you didn't know. She's growing up so fast, I guess. He probably didn't inquire much about Penny's love life after hearing about Wilson. I guess I should have a talk with him. CL, mind taking care of the data before you leave? Not at all, Professor Peach. Good afternoon, Miss Ivory. I don't think I've had a chance to thank you yet, CL. No thanks necessary. It wasn't a personal favor I bestowed upon you. It was only the most logical course of action. I'm not talking about the mission. I'm talking about the pep talk you gave my partner. Well, more like you're talking down, too. Still, thanks. I feel like I've overstepped my boundaries a little. Maybe a bit, but still, thank you. None of my teammates are people who would feel happy about having someone dying for them, especially because of a situation brought on by their own choices. I figured. Still, I don't think I'm familiar enough with Wilson to warrant that kind of conversation. Probably, but you didn't do it because it was a logical thing to do, did you? It was a touchy subject, I guess. Please do not pry further. I won't. I just wanted to say thanks, and I know Wilson appreciates you as well. The calibrations are done. Please excuse me. Oh, seems like everyone has a story around here. Oh, I got too many painkillers in me to think about it properly right now. Bwomp, bwomp, bwomp. Sad music plays. What's this? Ozpin's office, new thing. Come on in, Mr. Decabegus. This is what? Headmaster? Sorry for intruding, children. Miss Goodwitch, we didn't hear you come in. Guess we were a bit too taken in by cooking. How are you? I'm fine. Mr. Decabegus, the headmaster, would like to see you. Me? Just me? Yes. Are you sure? He specifically asked for the leader of Team Jade. What? That's not me. I see. That's not me. That's Jack. Jack is currently incapacitated, and there's no way he doesn't know about that, so when he asked for the leader of Team Jade, I would have you report on the rescue mission in the Burrito Forest. Of course, Headmaster. What's his point here? We dropped into the Burrito Forest at... He wants to know about what's going on with Janara. And that was it. Further details about the final part of the operation will have to be asked of the other participants, for I was unconscious at the time. Yes, you were unconscious after saving Miss Damarot. Yes. You haven't shared many details as to how that came to be, though, Mr. Decabegus. There's not much to tell. I almost died, but I managed to get through to her. Yes. Ozpin's gonna put 2 and 2 together. I find that difficult to believe, Mr. Decabegus. Oh, Ozpin's playing a game, and don't make the mistake of thinking you're not a piece, Decabegus. Excuse me? I was notified by General Ironwood about Miss Damarot's situation. She's one of my subordinates, as you may remember, so I was entitled to the full explanation. Her problem was a degeneration in her aura structure and consequently all her other functions. She wasn't simply possessed. It wasn't a matter of fighting for control with someone else. She was a captive in her own body. And at the rate her degeneration was going, without specific equipment, there was no way to help her in a situation such as the one that you described. Shit. But there was no way saying that she got her help on her airship would have flied as an explanation anyways. Except one, which has, so far, been known as a complete impossibility. I have to give him something to not give him everything. Guess the cat is out of the bag. So, your semblance allows you to share your aura with others. Very interesting. Not only that, it also allows me to copy their semblances, so to speak. What happened to not give him everything? A powerful ability. Not in full, just a lesser version of them, but still, that's what it does. And nothing else. Yes, but I'm going to give you something else instead. It does do something else? Oh, autophagy of the soul, that's right. You would just go, you die now. It has 3 stages. I don't know what the 3rd one does yet. Your guess is as good as mine. I see, and this insight was provided to you by your fiery guest? Yes. I'm floored. Who told Ozpin about the flame? The flame was like a second personality who didn't have a name, and Ozpin got that from Evelyn's report. I wasn't going to, Mr. Decabegus. My roster is currently full. So Evelyn is still in it? You think so little of me, Mr. Decabegus. Honestly, I don't know what to think of you, Headmaster. Most of the actions you've taken towards us have been antagonistic. People seem to equal parts dislike you and respect you. They may not always agree with your methods, but it seems that they value your reasons enough to trust you anyways, once they're known to them. Ozpin is a flawed hero. He's not an anti-hero or a villain. He is a flawed hero. An excellent summary. I can't say I would agree with certain actions or decisions even if I knew about such reasons, but why not share it with us, with others? Because more important than me finding allies, Mr. Decabegus, is keeping certain truths a secret from the general populace. It actually works the other way around, Mr. Decabeus. I have to trust people for them to partake of this knowledge. I don't share it willy-nilly, so they have to trust me. And keeping these secrets is more important than somebody's life? If it comes down to making that kind of choice, yes. And Ozpin is probably right, because the Grimm are drawn on by negative emotions like panic. Because revealing the truth would case an even more massive loss of life. Why are you telling me all this? Because your presence in the school, Mr. Decabeus, has affected my collaborators. Starting with your teammates, Miss Ivory and Miss Damrot have never been anything but excellent in their service. Headmaster, they started doubting you because of things you had hidden from them coming to light. I didn't play nearly as big a part as you'd like to believe. But it was your presence that caused the individuals that could unveil those truths to gather and veil. Because they're after my life, Professor Ozpin's. This is not something I did willingly. Obviously, but they were only exposed to it because of their ties to you, Mr. Decabeus. And in turn, your team has started affecting others, or having others gravitate to you, further sharing into your ties. Again, Headmaster, I have been doing nothing to directly oppose you. I know, Mr. Decabeus, you've only been doing what you think and feel is best, but the reality is that as well-intentioned as those actions may be, they more often than not end up being in contrast with what I want, if not downright damaging to my own cause. The ties you've built with other people around you in such a short period of time are so strong that you'd willingly risk your lives for each other. Is Ozpin going to offer to make you headmaster when he's gone? Because, I mean, if everyone's loyal to you instead of him, the logical step is for you to take over. That would make perfect sense. And then he could let you in on the plan and all the secrets. But more importantly, you give no regards to anything else in the service of that goal. Am I correct? Yes. You didn't even hesitate. Oh, I have to reread. Yeah. All you care about is saving and protecting your team and friends. What is there to hesitate about such a question? So, no matter the long-term ramifications of any actions you might take, you'd still do it if it's to save someone you care about? Exactly. No matter the consequences, even if they may come to affect the world around you, the very same world you live in? Any consequences I will deal with as they come. Being afraid of what may come is not a valid reason for me not trying everything I can to help someone I love. The thing is, Headmaster, I chuckle and shake my head, glad that we have overcome a little ordeal with deeper implications than I thought. I can't help but agree with Penny. This is from the pancake event, I think? I too want us to be close. Eccentricities and all, I want us to care about each other. But they're using new models for both of them, not the old ones. Because right now, they are... You speak of the world, but to me, they're my entire world. They're your world. I suppose I have to side with Decabeus, I think. Oh, if it came down to the world or just the people I care about. Every stranger or everyone I know. But if I lose the world, then everyone I know might go with them. I think Ozpin might actually have the moral high ground, despite my personal feelings, to side with Decabeus. Let me turn my heater on, because it's cold as fuck. I have no memory of Remnant before I woke up. I didn't grow up knowing it. I have no parents, no aspirations for the future or dreams, no ambitions. I'm not a complete person at all. Right now, it feels like I'm just a passenger in my own life, going with the flow of everything that happens to me, and playing catch-up with the rest of the world. It's like I'm some kind of generic character in a story, made it so that readers can more easily put themselves in my shoes. Wow! The only thing that gives my life meaning right now, what started my life in the first place, it's Penny and the others. I see. I once knew someone like you, Mr. Decabeus. Someone like me? Someone whose entire life was their loved ones, and who, out of love and devotion, went to unheard of extremes. Is he talking about Summer? They ended up damning themselves and everything around them. Twice. Oh, he's talking about himself. Or is he talking about her? Is he talking about him, or is he talking about her? Ozpin or Salem? I see. Yeah, he's talking about her, I think. Sploosh. Wiped clean of the first remnant. Went insane, and now he can't gather the 4 relics. Yep. I think he's talking about Salem. I see that you have your convictions, Mr. Decabeus. That, paired with your unusual circumstances, forces me to start considering you as a liability. And as such, at the end of the scholastic year, at the conclusion of the Vital Tournament, you will be expelled from Beacon Academy. Like I hadn't started thinking about the possibility already. What about the others? Miss Polendina will go back to Atlas with General Ironwood and her father. And as for Miss Damrot and Miss Ivory, it will depend on them, but in any case, their attendance at Beacon Academy will also come to an end. I see. I'm sorry I had to come to this, Mr. Decabeus. Sure doesn't feel like it. No, he sees her in you. This pains him. I guess this conversation is over. Not quite yet. If you please, a question. What is it? The young witch, I guess we could call her Janara, right? You stay the hell away from her. What about her? How would you describe her? I'm sorry? As a person, what is she like? What's going on here? She's a bit bratty, I guess, and she has a tendency to, when faced with a wall, to just hit it harder. Not exactly a people person. But ultimately, she's a good kid. She went out of her way to help us, literally crossed half the kingdom to reach us, and because she felt like she owed us all because she felt like she owed us something. She's got honor. I see. Thank you for your time, Mr. Decabeus. You may leave. Good evening, Headmaster. Seriously, what was that all about? Okay. I thought my mic might not be functioning for a second, so I blew into it. Sorry. You're going back so soon? I need time to think. Also, if what Evelyn says is true, maybe there's some hints in the city. I see. You should come too. Nah. What do you mean, nah? Even if I did discover anything, what would it accomplish? I was already dealing with supposedly being someone else but with tits. No, focusing on these kind of matters doesn't help anyone. It's not like I can go back. I think the best course of action for me right now is just focus on becoming my own person. You've had time and plenty to do that. I haven't. I see. I'll be sure to contact you the moment I find something. Yeah, about that. How exactly are you going to do that? I don't know. I knew it. Here. Don't throw things at people all of a sudden. Wait, this is one of those scroll things? Yup, Peak has reception, and thanks to your tender care, it still has a functioning power grid. Thanks, Titania. Don't mention it. Think of it as a birthday present from Big Sister. Oh, I'm going to let you have this, Big Sister. Really? Yeah, it's a great present, thank you. Even if I do doubt you bought it with your own money. Ciao! Fwoosh. So, what kind of person are you going to be, Titania? I do believe that's the end of Sunday. Nope. Well, talk about a lazy Sunday, huh? This isn't fair. It was going to happen sooner or later, Penny. This is his school, after all. I won't be separated from you. None of you. I won't. Like, we're gonna let that happen. Penny, come down. We're gonna deal with this. But how? For the same reasons why Ozpin didn't just immediately expel me from Beacon. First, there are loopholes in the rules he himself created for observers. Created and observes. And second, we have allies, remember? I won't accept this, Ozpin. I see you saw the slip. Your compliance isn't really a factor, Glinda. As headmaster, I can't expel students based on disciplinary sanctions without your approval, but at the end of the year, it is my right to let go ones that haven't shown sufficient prowess in their studies. So you're going to use their lack of grades from the first semester. I will. Do you have any idea what you're doing, Ozpin? Regrettably. No, turn off my heater so you all can hear me perfectly fine. Episode 69 of Ruby, I took Ozpin's side with everything. Like, I think it was only like episode 4 of the season, but like, I back him up. He has the right, he has the ability, and he might be doing the morally right thing, and playing things close to the chest the way he did made more sense after that episode. And I side with him here too. I'm addressing a liability in my own school, Glinda. So the great headmaster of Ozpin is going this far against a teen who only wants to defend himself and his friends? His intent notwithstanding, there's enough on our plate as it is, Glinda. And why is the plate going to be anything but full, Ozpin? Because while stopping Salem may be important, the rest of Remnant keeps turning? There will be no Remnant to turn if she gets her way. And if we ignore everything else going on around us, there will be no one left to turn with it. The Grimm, the Schnee Company, Bandits, the White Fang, and now Peak. How many things must pile up before we decide that Salem isn't the current biggest threat to life on Remnant, Ozpin? There will never be a bigger threat to Remnant than her, Glinda. So we're at an impasse. As I was with Mr. Decabegus, yes. I shall act consequently, then. She's going to throw in her resume. Oh, you look sad. There's never really except for never a bigger threat. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Except the matter with Janara and Titania. You sure it's not something that we should know about? It's nothing that would give us any advantage or reveal anything new about our enemy, other than the depths of their depravity. As such, I respect their wishes of wanting to be the ones to reveal it to everyone else once they wish to do so. I'll trust you on that, then, and thanks for the report. Weren't you supposed to rest? I am. Knowing that my partner has everything well in hands puts me in the required ease to recuperate comfortably. I dropped this into his lap at the drop of a hat, after all. I see. I shall leave you to your recuperation, then. Thanks, Amber. Have a good night. What is... It hurts. No. Wilson! Ba-dum. We are going to leave off here. Yeah, we'll pick this up next episode. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day.